Found you at last!
Hey everybody, this is Foreign Inspired Monkey, aka Mr. Germain here, and I'm going to bring you guys my, pun intended, phenomenal Jesse Anderson slash Ubel Jesse, Dork Jesse, whatever you want to call him, character deck profile. Just bit of background with my relationship with the Jesse Anderson character. Honestly, he's not one of my favorites. um, I did start to appreciate him a little bit more because of, I don't know, kind of memeing him compared him to like AJ Styles and stuff. But um, the fact his relationship with Jay just takes so much from just every other character, like Cyrus, Jazz, Alexis, Bastion, Atticus, Asselberry. Yeah, just kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but I do really like his philosophy when it comes to dueling. But yeah, with that said, let's get into my Jesse deck profile. Uh, just start, we got 2 copies of the field spell Advanced Dark. I'm so happy that the Advanced Crystal Beast cards were printed. This card, here's how this card works. All Crystal Beast monsters on the field and the graveyard become Dark Attribute. Um, During damage calculation, if a Crystal Beast monster you control battles and you take damage, you can send 1 Crystal Beast monster from your deck to the graveyard and you take no battle damage from that battle. Basically, what I like to do with this is protect my advanced Crystal Beasts and send their pure non-dark counterparts to the graveyard to eventually summon Rainbow Dark Dragon. Yeah, this card is a really useful field spell for that. Definitely can have its weaknesses, but yeah, it's good for what I need it for, I suppose. One. One Crystal Master, sort of inspired by, I guess you could say, Jesse when he was possessed by Ubel. um, he can be tributed to add a Crystal Beast monster or Crystal Spell or Trap from your hand to your deck, so that's always nice. He only has 1400 attack and 1000 defense, but I don't know. So it can be stronger, I suppose, but yeah. 1 copy of Crystal Pear. How this card works is when a Crystal Beast monster you control is destroyed the graveyard, you can place 1 Crystal Beast from your deck in your spell trap card zone, and you take no battle damage this turn. So, yeah. Nice way of, uh, I guess, supporting Rainbow Dragon, I suppose, or Rainbow Dark Dragon. Uh, Crystal Beacon, or Tempt of the Crystal from the anime. um, you need 2 Crystal Beast monsters in your Spell Drop Card Zone to activate this effect. But after you fulfill that, you can special summon 1 Crystal Beast monster from your deck. I actually really like its anime name better. Tempt of the Crystal. Crystal. 1 rare value. I just really like its artwork, I guess. If you control 2 or more Crystal Beast cards in your Spell Trap Card Zone, um, Your opponent can send one of them to the graveyard, and after that, you get to draw 2 more cards. So it's a pretty nice card. Also, really good at putting crystal beasts in your graveyard. One crystal tree. Each time a crystal beast is placed in either player's Spark zone, you can place 1 crystal counter on this card. You can send this card to the graveyard and take a number of crystal beast monsters from your deck equal to the number of crystal counters that were on this card and place them in your spell trap card zone as continuous spells. 1 copy of Crystal Release, just really nice artwork. Uh, Crystal Beast monster equipped with this card gains 800 attack, and with this card sent from the field to the graveyard, you can place 1 Crystal Beast from your deck into your spawn trap card zone face up. One copy of Rainbow Gravity. I believe Dark Jesse used this against Zane. If you have 7 Crystal Beasts with different names on the field or in the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Rainbow Dragon or Rainbow Dark Dragon from your deck or graveyard, ignoring the summoning conditions. So this card is kind of, I guess you could say, this deck's win condition. 1 copy of Rainbow Path. By sending a Crystal Beast card from your spell trap zone to the graveyard, when opponent's monster goes to attack, you can negate the attack and add 1 Rainbow Dragon or Rainbow Dark Dragon from your deck to your hand. So, yeah. Can't exactly combo for Rainbow Gravity, but here's a card Jesse didn't actually use, but for all intents and purposes, it features him on the card, so, and I just really like the artwork. I think it's precious. Crystal Bond, him and Ruby there. Its effect is add 1 Crystal Beast monster from your deck to your hand, place 1 Crystal Beast monster with a different name from your deck in the face up on the spell and trap every time it is a continuous spell. So yeah, really helpful card for this deck's strategy, no matter which engine you want to go for, the Advanced Crystal Beast or the Pure Crystal Beast, I guess. Terraforming, just to help get 1 of your field spells to your hand. 1 copy of Counter Gem. With this card, you can send all cards you spot travelers onto the graveyard and place as many Crystal Beast monsters as possible from your graveyard face up in the spawn travelers on as continuous spells. And during the end of this turn, you can destroy all Crystal Beast cards you control. I don't really get how that's useful, I guess. I would have to work with that, I suppose. One of my favorite cards Dark Jesse used, actually, Rainbow Life. This card was used to basically stop Chimeric Fortress Dragon's effect in the anime. How it works is you can just card 1 card until the end of the turn. Each time you take battle damage, gain that amount of life points instead. I don't know if it would work necessarily to stop Fortress Dragon in the actual card game, because Konami printed Fortress Dragon with a really stupid effect in the actual TCG. 1 copy of Ancient City Rainbow Ruins. Like I probably said earlier, this deck is much more focused on the advanced crystal beasts. So, about 1 Rainbow Ruins. This card works depending on how many crystal beast cards you have in your spawn trap zones. If you have 1 or more, this card cannot be struck by card effects. 2 or more, once per turn, you can have battle damage you take. 3 or more crystals, When a spell trapper is activated, you can send one crystal beast monster you can return to the graveyard to negate the activation and destroy it. 4 or more crystals. Once returned during your main phase, you can draw an extra card. And if you have 5 crystals in your spell trapper zone, once returned during your main phase, you can target one crystal beast card in your spell trapper zone and special summon that target. Nothing really much to say after that. One copy of Rainbow Dark Dragon. Um, he has to be summoned from your hand by banishing 7 dark monsters from your graveyard. And you can banish all dark monsters from your field and graveyard to have this card get 5 on deck for each card banished this way. Starts at 4,000 attack points, and with Advanced Dark being able to treat all monsters in the graveyard as dark, I can just dump pure crystal beasts in there to fuel Rainbow Dark Dragon. um, one copy of the pure Rainbow Dragon. Um, he can be summoned by having all the crystal beasts on the field and in the graveyard. Uh, his effect is you can send all crystal beast monsters you control to the graveyard and have it gain 1,000 attack for each monster sent to the graveyard. And then you can banish all crystal beast monsters from your graveyard and shuffle all cards on the field into the deck, including him. So I, I don't really know. He gets more power, I guess, than Rainbow Dark Dragon, but his second effect is kind of, I don't know, a little risky in my opinion. Moving on to the actual crystal beasts. 2 copies of Cobalt Eagle, probably my least favorite crystal beast. His effect is his unique effect is once per turn, you return one face-up crystal beast card you control to the top of its owner's deck. I can see that having uses, I guess. So he's not useless. I just don't like him much. Amber Mammoth. He can shift attacks to him basically. Um, I just I like him a bit more than Cobalt Eagle because the beams and him basically being Arnold Schwarzenegger in the dub. When he just yells, "Save me, Jesse!" I love that. I just crack up every time. God bless Sean Jimble. uh, next is Crystal Beast Topaz Tiger. He gains 400 attack points when he battles an opponent's monster, going up to 2,000 usually. Crystal Beast, Sapphire Pegasus, just one of him. When he's summoned, you can place one Crystal Beast monster from your hand deck or graveyard face up in your spell dropper zone as a continuous spell. Uh, 2 copies of Amethyst Cat. She can attack directly at the cost of half her attack points, which would be 600. My second favorite Crystal Beast now. Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle. When she is special summoned, she can special summon um, as many crystal based monsters from your spell dropper zone as possible. So she's really nice in recruiting monsters you've lost, I guess. Um, my favorite pure crystal based. Uh, Emerald Turtle, or Emerald Tortoise, I guess. I prefer Turtle. um, when he is summoned, or once per turn, you can change one of your monsters that attacked this turn to defense position. So he kind of works a little bit like the Tiny Guardian, so it's a little lingered. So if you attack with him, he has 2,000 defense points, so you can put him in defense mode. Or if, like, say, Amethyst Cat attacked, you can put her defense mode, just whatever you want, I guess. He's a really nice effect. Now we move on to the advanced crystal beasts. Two advanced crystal based Cobalt Eagle. Um, they need advanced dark to be on the field. So, yeah. I get that card out before you play any of them, I guess. Uh, he can actually he can actually destroy himself in your hand or the field to add an advanced dark to your hand. And he can return an advanced crystal beast card from your hand to the top of your deck. So he basically has Cold Eagle's effect with the advanced crystal beasts. um, to advanced crystal based Amber Mammoth. His unique effect is um, if a card effect targets advanced crystal, if a card effect targets advanced crystal beasts or advanced dark, you can negate the activation, and he can also flat out, I guess, strip negate attacks other than redirecting them to himself. So I don't really know what I prefer between the mammoths, I guess. uh, Topaz Tiger. His effect is all advanced crystal beasts. You control gain 400 attack and defense, and all the opponent's monsters lose 400 attack and defense. So yeah, he's actually way better than his pure counterpart. um, Advanced crystal based Sapphire Pegasus. He basically does what original Sapphire Pegasus does, except he can also work with banished advanced crystal beasts. Uh, Advanced crystal based Amethyst Cat. Her effect is basically the exact same as Amethyst Cat. Advanced crystal based Ruby Carbuncle. Her effect is, from what I can tell, is the exact same as the original Ruby. But yeah, she's pretty cute too, actually. Now we move on to my favorite, at least in terms of design of any crystal based. We have two copies of Advanced Crystal Based Emerald Turtle. His unique effect is once per turn, you can target one face and punch on the field and change its battle position, so they don't even need to have attack for you to change the battle position. Yeah, I think that makes him a bit more useful than his pure counterpart, and yeah, I just really adore his artwork. He just looks really cool. I'm kind of sad that we never actually saw his hologram in the anime. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this four-card Yubel Jesse, Dark Jesse / regular Jesse Anderson deck profile. Once again, yeah, this deck is heavily inspired by the, like, I guess, just exclusively the advanced crystal beasts. But if I need to fall back on them, I guess I have the original crystal beasts to have my back too in this deck. But yeah, the advanced crystal beasts kind of rule this deck, I guess, the way I built it. So yeah, let me know what you think. Tell me your favorite crystal beast in the comments, and see ya.